The market may be fundamentally underestimating a critical shift in near-term inflation expectations. The latest NY Fed survey just reported a surprising jump in June, directly contradicting the narrative of a smooth disinflationary path. This isn't just a marginal tick. It signals a potential reassurance of price pressures that institutional investors cannot ignore. Why does this matter so much? Because the business of a healthy economy relies heavily on stable prices. Central banks, like our Federal Reserve, have a dual mandate: maximum employment and price stability. When inflation expectations rise, it directly challenges that core mandate, introducing significant uncertainty into long-term planning and capital allocation. The moat against persistent inflation is robust monetary policy and credible central bank communication. When expectations start to unmoor, it signals a potential erosion of that moat. Investors begin demanding higher compensation for future uncertainty, which impacts everything from bond yields to equity valuations across the S&P 500. So, what are the immediate quarterly results of this shift? Higher near-term inflation expectations translate directly into greater cost pressure for corporations. Input costs, wages, and transportation all feel the hit. Companies with strong pricing power and lean operating models might weather the storm better, but many will see margin contraction. This quarterly result isn't uniform. Sectors like consumer staples, generally seen as defensive, could struggle if their pricing power isn't sufficient to offset rising raw material costs. On the flip side, energy and materials typically benefit from inflation, seeing increased revenue metrics and potential margin expansion as commodity prices rise. Now, the real management commentary here comes from the Federal Reserve. Our rising inflation expectations will put immense pressure on their execution strategy. Does it mean a longer period of higher rates? Or potentially, a renewed hawkish pivot? Market participants are keenly watching for any signals on capital allocation toward balance sheet runoff versus rate hikes. This elevated uncertainty means corporate guidance, usually a key signal for investors, becomes less real viable. Companies are struggling to project costs and consumer behavior in this environment. The Federal Reserve's corporate guidance for the economy will need to be extremely clear to reassure those inflation expectations. Otherwise, we could see an acceleration of price increases. Looking at the broader industry context, persistent inflation expectations redefine the competitive landscape. Tech companies, for example, with their longer duration cash flows, become more vulnerable as discount rates rise. In contrast, cyclical industries, particularly those tied to commodities, might experience renewed structural momentum. This leads us to a crucial question of sector tailwinds. Where will institutional capital rotate? We are likely to see continued capital rotation out of growth and into value, especially those sectors with real assets. Think about tangible assets like real estate, infrastructure, and hard commodities such as gold and crude oil. These offer some insulation against rising prices. But this environment isn't without significant risks. The most prominent vulnerability is the potential for a policy error from the Federal Reserve. If they over-tighten, they risk a hard landing and recession. If they under-tighten, we face entrenched inflation, which could lead to stagflation and a prolonged period of economic malaise. It's a tightrope walk. Beyond policy risk, we face systemic headwinds from our rising yield pressure. Higher inflation expectations push up bond yields, putting pressure on corporate borrowing costs and sovereign debt. This risk repricing in FIXD income markets, particularly for long-duration assets like treasury bonds, could trigger wider market instability. So, what's our forward outlook? The market is likely to reassess valuations across the board, moving away from purely speculative growth and towards tangible assets and companies with strong free cash flow generation. The upcoming catalysts will include more Fed speeches, next month's CPI data, and, crucially, further updates from the NY Fed survey. Our multi-year thesis here centers on asset insulation. Institutional portfolios will need to strategically hedge against the potential for higher for longer inflation. This means scrutinized ing duration risk in FIXD income and demand ing higher quality, pricing power, and dividend growth from equities. Demand recovery in certain sectors could still offer tailwinds, but the inflation context changes everything. For tactical review, we see certain hard assets as breakout watch. Commodities, real assets, and certain industrial names with strong pricing power could continue to exhibit structural momentum. Conversely, long-duration growth equities and FIXD income assets, especially those with significant interest rate sensitivity, warrant trim consideration in this evolving landscape. Understanding these structural shifts is paramount for sophisticated investors. The NY Fed's latest inflation report isn't just a number, it's a recalibration signal for entire portfolios. We'll continue to track these developments and bring you the institutional-grade analysis you need to navigate these markets. Make sure you subscribe to our Money News, hit that notification bell, and join our community of serious investors for deeper insights like this, delivered every week.